Gene. Gene.
All right. Well, I wrote this when my dad turned 50 a couple of weeks ago. It's called Halftime. What is going on? What are all of these people celebrating? Wait a minute. They're all here for me. It's been 50 years since my birth, 40 since my childhood, 30 since I met my lovely wife, 20 since I had my first child, and 10 since I... Wait, what have I done in the past 10 years? Doc, I really need all of these? I don't actually have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, arthritis, and an enlarged prostate. That's 6 pills a day, dude. And what else? No, it works, I swear. Just a couple of years ago, my sail was catching all of the wind. All right, I guess I'll take a bottle. Just make sure the prescription is not under my name. I know. It's all downhill from here. Next year, I've got to start paying for college. Honey, we're moving into the car. What do they say? That men only get better with age? Well, let me tell you. After 50, everything that doesn't hurt doesn't work. But you know what? It'll be all right. At least I can buy a convertible, dye my hair, drink a little more, get a new job, and buy a boat. And I always have to remember, this is simply the 20th anniversary of my 30th birthday. All right, go. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you.
I'd like to dedicate my poem to Audrey Allen. Roses are red, so is her face. Here come my pants! Our Hamlet video. So I walked into the boys' room one day during school, desperately in need to deposit some stool. Wanting to go so badly I would have done it in a pool, after trudging through the hallways like a burden-packed mule. But to my surprise, I entered the bathroom and it was on fire.
Oh man, if the bros could see me, they would be proud. I just wish the tapping of my tin was a little more loud, or the vapor from my e-cig made more of a cloud. Because maybe then this bathroom would have more of a crowd, and everyone would know that I'm not in class.
But just as I was ready to scream and cry, no, not from the thought that I could possibly die, more from the fear of my underwear becoming chocolate pie. I realized that what I had seen with my very own eye would not be causing a fire drill, unless that was the name of a mouth cancer treatment.
Oh no, the door opened. What if it's a teacher? I'm scared of my mom, and my father's a preacher. He once saw my sister's report card and threatened to beat her because
we live in Simsbury, and you gotta beat.
I came to this bathroom so people would think I was cool, but I don't want to get in trouble. Hey, wait, who is that? Maybe I'm not a fool. Kid, look at me. I stood outside the gas station and I found someone willing to buy me tobacco products.
I've had it with you and your kind, because a clean bathroom toilet is so damn hard to find. There's always dip spit in all of the stalls, and I don't want that crap near either one of my cigarettes against the walls, and flush all your dips so you'll get the withdrawals, and I'll clean the toilet seat with your side of the head, so the poor janitors won't have to do it instead.
I'm really tough. I'm not taking any crap. I'll keep chewing my snuff. If you're not taking crap, you shouldn't be in the bathroom. You're gonna make me leave, and I know just how. How to you just won't ever learn. You disgust me, and I'll make your throat and eyes burn. I'll wipe your saliva off the seat first, and then let her rip, and see if you still want to stay in this bathroom and dip. Because I'm Willy Wonka, and you're Augustus Gloop. Be prepared to turn into blueberry by my overdue poop. You're not going to flee, then you best at the floor, seeing as I'm actually using a toilet for what it was meant for.
My family is a candle, a sturdy, cylindrical tower of wax glowing at a holiday dinner table. Each member a wick, a flickering familial flame whose warmth and light blends and melts, smells and drips hot wax that reminds you of Christmas and pine. My family, as iconic as a candle, quiet Quakers from the Midwest, salt of the earth, a friend to man whose existence is as simplistic and clean as the striking of a match or the burning of a candle. Family, you've got them all fooled. Of course, each flame has to be of immaculate design, because who could conceive that any Kirk was conceived by any process that wasn't as clean and innocent as the striking of a match? But I am not fooled, I know the truth, that we came from snatches, not matches, that I am the product of sex, not of puzzles and folded linen and other sterile objects that rule your peaceable kingdom. The flames burning at the dinner table are consuming all the oxygen and I'm suffocating, which is why, while they're lighting up their table with the conversations about their gardens, I'm 13 and I'm frantically searching through my dad's closet for old Playboys from college. I'm 15 and I'm pulling apart my uncle's bureau for cigarettes. I'm 17 and I'm rifling through my grandparents' pantry for liquor to take the edge off of Christmas dinner, and always coming up empty-handed, always finding that even when I leave the blush of my family and that dinner table and burrow into the darkness that is the house, away from the candle that is my family, searching for some hidden vice that they don't exist. That my family really is a candle, a sturdy, cylindrical tower of wax glowing in a holiday dinner table, each member a wick, a flickering, familial flame whose warmth and light blends and melt, smells and drips hot wax that reminds you of Christmas and pine. Well, I know that my life does not have to be characterized by hideous doggerel, that it does not have to be a forced metaphor about wax and flames. I know, regardless of how any of them came into this world, that I, in all of my sin, came from a snatch and not a match, that I do not have to be salt of the earth, a friend of mankind, a quiet Quaker from the Midwest.
So I wrote a poem to my PlayStation 1 controller. You sit in a dark, dank basement, dappled with mold spots, encroached by cracks in concrete floors. This grave, derelict scene comes to life when you find plates gripped in a child's hands. Ominous black takes a warming tone by the auras of glowing screens, all the hateful shadows of a child's imagination lurking behind water heaters and pipes, who once threatened acts of horrific violence on their young victims, now cower in fear at the far more diabolical scenes shown on indifferent LCDs, delighting their childish executor. Whatever a 9-year-old can do to a plastic toy, I did to you. No, not that. But all the hours spent matching 2 buttons in that Metal Gear Solid torture scene. You know the one where Snake is strapped to a chair and like, you strive it, and you get saved Meryl, and she uses this unlimited ammo bandana. And at the end, rather than that stupid stealth suit, nobody wants to be invisible in the garden, blind enough as it is. Anyway. You were tough enough to take all that unbridled rage a boy could encapsulate in the act of button pushing, so thanks. I mean, you may be a gray, moldy, squeaky, plastic thing. Your buttons may be harder to push than my lazy ass through high school. You probably made me sniff all kinds of chemicals. Bits of ripped out hair simmered in years-old finger grease probably isn't good for you. You feel like a tool made for a child, too small to be comfortably held by an adult, and too rough to be handled by the world. But I'm glad I met you. You know the way I kill, socialize, and express myself, it's all the same, really. Of all the things in my life, with you I can stay in control. You've made me friends is basically a cult by now. Before, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but now I have this, like, competitive drive to go out into the world and beat everyone through academics. the world. Now when people are pissed off, they can just kill each other on the internet. Back in the old days, that was called a war. See, gaming saves lives. You've told the stories of heroes I probably would never bother to read about, as well as created professional gamer legends like Bomber, Slayer's Boxer, White Bra, Minigun, Fruit Dealer, and many other names that would alarm my audience to hear. You are the petrol philosopher's stone, the plastic Excalibur, the fossil-based skeleton key, and for a more realistic approach to my feelings, I really hope I can play video games all day and still not starve. Controller, thanks to you, I've become who I am. Also, my thumbs could probably stop a bullet in my coming.
My poem's called Inspiration. The 12th of September, 1982. You were born. I saw your eyes look up at me. So innocent, so naive, so helpless. I felt your little fist squeeze my hand. So soft, so tiny, so strong. My elegant angel, my beauty, my star. Can you not see through my eyes? Can you not see what you are? You told me you just wanted to be pretty, but that's not what I see so far away from the person you should. No, I wanted you to be. Your clothes hang off of you like a wire coat hanger in full view to anyone who could, who would look. Thin, metallic, cold. You told me you just wanted to be pretty. Pretty, shrunken, pretty, small, pretty, disturbing. I couldn't take it. Like a man choking on smoke, I told myself there was no fire. I could never have predicted it could be so dire that it could expire like barbed wire on my throat and wrists. And no, don't call me a liar. It's not something I did desire. No one ever told me this could transpire. I watched my baby wither away, telling myself that it'll be okay. It'll be fine. It'll work itself out. What would you have done? Or you? Or you? Who were you trying to be? The airbrushed false idols in your horrific magazines? Like survivors from some tragic world war. 2 more pounds and it might be enough for you. Never expected to be laying here, tubes full of food running throughout my life. I really only ever needed. You were perfect the way you were. The way you were meant to be. Real women do not look like girls, no, but I see the collarbones beneath the curls. Your aspiration is unobtainable, your cause is senseless. I don't want a skeleton, I want my daughter. 17th of November, 2010. In the hospital by the lake, you died. I saw your eyes look up at me. So blue, so defeated, so empty. I felt your little fist squeeze my hand. So delicate, so fragile, so weak. Thank you.